Hello and welcome to the final round of the Blues Belt Classic. We are at the virtual TPC Southwind in Memphis, Tennessee. And this is the Tenacious Golf Tour, the 28th tournament out of 30 tournaments on this tour of fictional golfers using the Pro National Golf set from playclassic.com. The first two videos in this have already been uploaded. You can watch those. If you don't want to be spoiled, don't look at that scoreboard that's down in the lower right. Sorry, you probably already did. But anyway, we're going to get right into it here pretty quickly. Burke yielding with one-stroke lead over Jay Laufenberg, and yielding's 2 up on Cameron Tullis and Justin Wallace. Wallace, the only one out of the bunch who has won a tournament. You also have 3-back Elaine Zelderloo, who is playing with Yielding, and Tullis. So we have 3 holes left to play for the first group off. And so we'll start on 16, which is a pretty scoreable par 5. Good evening to anybody here that's joining me. I know others do live streams at night, and but this time worked out for me, so that's what we're doing. 530-yard par 5 here, the 16th. So par 5s in History Maker Golf tend to be 1, possibly 2 degrees of course difficulty, and they're almost always cordial or easier. This is a double cordial one. Also, the green is semi-friendly. So it's the type of green and the type of hole where birdies are going to be pretty plentiful. It is uphill, but you can reach the green in 2 with a couple of solid shots. And so it's going to take golfer traits like dynamic or bomber to be able to get to this green in 2. And Dustin Emrick, who's in this group, who actually is quite a ways back, 5 behind, he does have bomber, but the chances of him having a chance at an eagle are going to be pretty slim. John Reasoner currently has a red chip. He's going to use it on this hole and give control to the par 5. There's no water spaces on this, so if he ends up on a golf cam course, which is the vast majority of these squares, he'll have a double cordial chance, so probably a birdie shot. So, but 11 is going to be, we take the black and the silver, 11 is rough in 2, and so the best laid plans, and he gets kind of a bad break here. So rough in 2, green 3, is he a workman? That's under recovery, and it's not there. So instead of a difficult par, he's going to have a difficult birdie putt. So still a birdie chance, and he'll have a greater than 80% chance at a par if he does miss this. But this is about a 16%er. We roll the D6, and if it's a 1, it's in. It's a 3, so that is a missed. But now it's a moderate par, so only a 6 misses, and he does get the 6. So this is a rather unfortunate. So each, up in the left-hand corner we have the normal putt chart, and you just keep following it down the difficulty down to now we're at easy, which is the high roll, 6-6 miss, and so he does make the bogey. That's a tough 3 putt there for Reasoner, and he's going to drop back to -5 along with Emrick there, and Emrick will be next to play. So one of the things about this game that's a little different than real golf, in real golf, everybody hits their first shot, then everybody hits their second shot usually, and then kind of like once everybody ends up on the green, you do this thing where the furthest away from the hole usually putts, and then the next closest, and so on and so forth. In this game, because of the way the game is structured, we can't really do that, so what we have to do is we just have to play out one golfer at a time. We find out how he plays the hole. And so I still do it by the honor system, which is the best scores in recent holes will go first, and then the second best will go second, and then the worst will go third. And so Emrick will be second, Gil Granbury will be third. So Emrick, he gets a 5, so this is course control 14, but he is going to get golf cam course. And with double cordial, this is probably going to be a birdie check. It's not daunting, so yeah, clutch birdie, semi-gold. So I should probably adjust my graphic up there to include the clutch putting stuff, because semi-gold is 1 to 4 out of 6, so as long as it's a 66% chance. And it's a 6, so he'll earn a red chip as he misses the clutch putt. You get a blue chip if you make it. But every clutch putt leads to an easy follow-up, so the easy par, and he does make that, but so again, that's 6-6 miss. He has 5-6, which is pretty close to missing it. One thing about the red chip, you can't play the red chip on the same hole as you earn it unless you're on 18. Now, so we got here. I said this hole should be easy. We have a bogey and a par so far, and now Gil Granbury. Okay, so here he has control 2, 4, 5. The white 2. So if it were a white 5, that's what we had with Emrick. The course controls. Otherwise, it's the golfer controls, and you read all 3 of the other dice in ascending order. So that's why it's 2, 4, 5. Granbury, is he a legend? We can see on his card it says shaper dot. So the dot is a semi-quality, so he's a semi-shaper. Half the time he'll be shaper, half the time he won't. But now he's not a legend. We go next to champion. He doesn't have champion there either, so now this is going to go, it's an unexpected drift from solid iron shot, misses the green, and that is a short game check. So we go to the short game chart. We use the green die, result 2. Is he stone? He isn't, so he's going to have a pin check. So for the pin check, I roll the decider die again and the white die. If it's 1 and dot, he holds it out. Otherwise, the white die will inform what the follow-up putt will be. It's a 2. The decider die doesn't matter because it's not a 1. And the 2 is an easy par putt. So we're going to have 2 pars and a bogey. Not exactly the easiest outcome you'll see, but a par for Granbury. Now, as I've shown you in the other videos, what we do is we try and play this out similar to, I mean, it's a little different, but in the spirit of, let's say, the television the telecasts where you kind of get each golfer in succession, or, like the golfers move forward. So right now, we just finished up 16 for this group. Well, this group's playing 15. This group's playing 14. This group's playing 13. That's just how we're going to do it. And so Chico Fonse, who is -4, he's 6 back. He was doing better, but he had a bogey on 11, which kind of like derailed him here, and he's going to play the 15th. And it's going to be 24 is golf cam green. So there's no green quality here, so at least he should have probably a pretty good chance for par, maybe a little shot at birdie here. Let's see. Green 1. Is it a challenging green? No. Is he a scatter golfer? No. Okay, so he will have a clutch birdie putt. He'll need a 1 to 3 because he's neutral. So a half chance at a birdie here for Chico Fonse. He'll earn a red chip if he misses. And it's a 4, so he does miss. That leads to the easy par follow-up, which he makes. So Rance Aberley, the Canadian, he bogeyed the previous hole, but since he birdied the 13th, that means he has the honor over Wallace, who parred the 13th. So, and I forgot to roll the green die, didn't I? Let's just do a full re-roll. All right, so it will be golfer control 1-1-6. Is he a duffer? No. Soft? He is soft. It's a gimme birdie putt, so he hits a really nice iron shot. And the 6-6 miss, he makes that. So a birdie for Aberley. And he moves to -7. He's within 3. 1 second here. This is kind of bothering me a little bit here, so bear with me. I'm going to do a quick adjustment of the setup because I think It was looking a little off, like we had things falling off the side of the earth there. Let's see if we can get everything in the shot here. A little farther. Okay. A little better. So next up is Justin Wallace. He's the last one to play here in this group on 15. Wallace has 2 wins this season, but looks like he's going to need some birdies here to finish out, and maybe a little bit of a falter from yielding in order. And some of the other golfers, because he's -8. So here's Wallace coming off a bogey, and it will be his control 3-3-5. King, he isn't a king. Is he a hero? That he's not. He's a champion, but not a hero. So it's going to be experience. Is he a prospect? So he's a semi-icon, not a prospect. So this is an easy birdie putt. So he gets a chance to take it back to -9. If he can roll a 1-4 for this easy birdie putt, and it is in the hole. His classic stroke coming through, and Justin Wallace joins Jay Laufenberg at -9, 1 back. To the 14th, where Jay Laufenberg, we just talked about him, he's going to play this par 3, and he's going to hold on to the blue chip. So let's see how he does here. 1-1-2, as he has control on this par 3. Is he gilded? No, he isn't, so he'll have a moderate birdie putt. Needs a 1 or a 2 to join Burke, yielding at -10. Lining up this 6-foot putt. Can he make it? Actually, we'll call it, it's more like 12 probably. Nah, he misses that. So, leads to an easy par, the high roll, and he makes that. Okay, now we have Shinji Kanishi and Conrad Schultz still on. So they're on out of contention. This is a neutral hole, so we don't have to roll decide or die. It is a par for Schultz and a birdie for Kanishi. So finally he gets off the bad streak. He had 4 in a row bogeys, but then he parred 13 and now has birdied 14. Okay, so now your leader will be playing 13th. A moderately difficult hole. He has 2 blue chips, but he's going to keep those for now. And it's 11. Oh no. We've had a couple of 11s on the black-silver dice. The white 4 means it's course-controlled 11. Sand in 3, which means that his approach isn't so great, and then he hits his 3rd shot into the bunker. So he's going to be chipping out of the bunker for his par, and not only that, it's a bad lie in the bunker, so he's not sandy. So it leaves him with a moderate putt for bogey. So he needs a 1-5 here to just drop 1 shot and be tied with Laufenberg and Wallace. And he misses that. It's going to be a double. This will be his 2nd double on the day. He doubled 9. Now the easy double bogey. He makes that, but that's a killer. Yielding drops back to -8, and he is faltering a bit here on the back 9. Maybe he should have used that blue chip. So Lane Zelderloo, Belgian. And it'll be 35 golf cam course. Shame for yielding. He could have used that. So is it daunting on the green 5? No. Is he a scatter golfer? No. He's going to have a clutch birdie putt. Elaine Zelderloo would move to within 1 if he can get a 1 through 3 here. He is a clutch neutral putter. So 8 feet. Can he stroke it true? No, he doesn't. He earns a red chip. You can see the look of disgust on his face. Now the easy par putt, which he makes. And now it's going to be Cameron Tullis, who's bogeyed 2 in a row. He is lucky, so he gets a blue chip every hole when he doesn't have it. And He's going to try and hold on and see if he can improve a birdie putt if he can get lucky here. 55, hits rough and 1, green 3. He won't have a birdie putt. He'll be able to improve his par, though. Rough and 1, green 3. Is he workman? No. He'll have an easy second putt for par. Actually, this is Tullis. He'll make it gimme, so it leaves no doubt, or very little doubt, much less doubt. So a par for Tullis. All right, so the leader here is a combo of Laufenberg and Wallace. Wallace is coming to the easy 16th. That's a birdie chance for him. Laufenberg will play 15. And we're going to show you the 17th. 17th and 18th here at Southwind are pretty dang tough. So we're going to be playing through with Emrick. And let's see, is anybody else? Gil Granbury, he's out. Yeah, so still Schultz and Kanishi are at -2, which is 7 back. Still out of contention in theory. Emrick will be first to play here at the 17th. It is a 490-yard par 4. It's semi-daunting, semi-challenging. So Golf Cam course half the time is going to lead to some pretty, like par is probably your best deal most of the time. Probably end up with needing a clutch putt for bogey at times. Same thing with the Golf Cam green right here. Now the nice thing here, you don't have many Golf Cam courses. You only have 5 rolls, 26, 34, and 33. In theory, that can bring you those. So you still have a lot of hazards. But then when you get the other trouble with this is when you get this 4 degrees of course control, the caution symbol's in effect, and so the putt is going to be one more difficult. So anyway, hit too long from the tee and you could end up in the creek. That's 35 here. Smallish green guarded by half a dozen bunkers. So Emrick will be first to play. He still has a red chip. He's going to use that to play a black 6, so that way he avoids the water, which the only water is on 35. Plus, he still has a chance at a white 1. And he gets it, so it's going to be 4-6-6. He gets lucky on this. He'll have control and doesn't have to worry about the caution symbol. Is he a shaper? No. Is he hot? Semi-hot? No dot, so no. Experience. 6, is he an icon? Yes, he'll have a moderate birdie putt. So that'd be pretty good if he uses a blue, and if he uses a red chip and gets a birdie out of this. So we're rolling 1 or 2, and he makes the birdie. Emrick will go to -6. Could he end up with a top 5 finish here? He's lurking there if he can get a good break on 18 maybe. All right, Gil Granbury. $15, rough and 1, and a green 2, so not a bad lie at all in the rough. Rough and 1, green 2. He's not a master though, so he'll end up with a moderate second putt for par. He needs a 1 to 5. Actually, it'll be difficult because of the caution symbol. 1 to 3, and he does make the par. Now coming off bogey, John Reisner. And he'll have control 2, 3, 6. So a good white die roll there for Reisner. Hits the ball pretty pure. 2, 3, 6. Is he a duffer? No. So we go to an intentional layup shot for short game. Green 6. Is he stone? No. Difficult putt for par. Again, the caution symbol not in effect because he has control. So a 1 to 3 on the difficult par, and it's holed out. So this group plays 17. Only 1 hole left for these guys. Back to 16. And coming off birdie, Rance Aberley, the Canadian golfer, who got his first win this year at the Rattler, and he's 5th in points, but he's going to need a big play here. 3-6-6 on this par 5. Let's see. Is he a bomber? He is. He'll get a blue chip as that is way down the fairway. And a green 3 isn't bad at all. Let's see. So we go to Gallery Cheers par 5. Hero or champion, he's both. He can go for it. And let's see. He is going to go for it. So he has a chance to earn a second blue chip if he rolls a 1 or 2 on the white die. He's running out of holes. He's thinking he needs a big chance here for birdie. Can he get, or for eagle? Can he get it here? 1 or 2 gives him an eagle shot. It's a 6. That's going to lead to a double difficult putt for birdie. Would have been a difficult birdie if he had not gone for it. So not too much different. He is going to lag this and take his par, and that didn't turn out the way he had hoped. Lag leads to an easy par, and he makes that, but unfortunate for Aberley. Feel like he had to take a chance if he wanted to win his second tournament. He really needed an eagle putt, and if he'd gotten a 1, he would have ended up with a moderate eagle, which we could have used the blue chip for easy, which would have then all but guaranteed him a birdie. All right, Justin Wallace finds himself tied for the lead now after the double by yielding. He was surprised coming to the tee to see, and it's double cordial, white 6. That is a birdie. No blue chip earned, but Justin Wallace goes into the lead. Could be looking at player of the year if he wins this tournament here, because that would be his 3rd victory on tour. And now Chico Fonseca, he's going to use the red chip, give the course control, because it's double cordial, and hope for one of these. So he gets a 34. That is a Golf Cam course. And the green 5 is a cordial. Yep, he has a clutch putt for birdie. Now he's 1 to 3. Not a great chance for a clutch putt, but he also can't earn a blue chip because he spent a chip. But 1 to 3, he makes it. And it's a 4, unfortunate there. So an easy par coming up, and he taps it in. Okay. Wallace takes the lead. He's 5 under on his round. He's having a heck of a round here to finish out at Southwind. But he still has 2 tough holes left, and he doesn't have any chips to use. And Laufenberg still has the 16th to play, which is a scoring hole. All right, so semi-daunting 15th. Kanishi's going to play first on the out of contention. That's a 5, which is a par. Then we will go to Laufenberg with his blue chip. He's going to hold on to it for now. And it's going to be course control 14. He's in the rough in 1. Green 3 should get him up and down for par. Let's see. He's not a workman, so he ends up with an easy second putt for par. So just a 6-footer. And he makes it. Stays 1 back with the 16th to play, the par 5. And now we'll roll on Conrad Schultz custom card. And that is a par. Okay, to the 14th. It's a little par 3. Zelderloo has a red chip. He's going to hold on to it. Doesn't want to put it on black 6 because we've got 56 and 66 with water. So he's just going to go ahead and roll the dice on this one, and it is, he has control. 1, 4, 6. Is a utility? No. So we go to experience. Is he an icon? He's not an icon, so it's going to lead to a difficult par, I believe. Let's see. Difficult putt for par for Alain Zelderloo. Needs a 1 to 3, and he does make it. So still his hopes are alive. He's 3 back of Wallace with 4 to play. Cameron Tullis gets a blue chip. Doesn't have any iron qualities. He's going to hold on to that chip for now and see if he can improve a putt. He has control 2, 3, 5. Is he a champion? No. So we go to mood. Tullis is neutral. So he's not cold. He's going to have a moderate putt for birdie. He's going to make it easy. He needs a 1 to 4, and Tullis would get within 1. Otherwise, he will be stormy. And he'll also be sunny if he makes this. 1 to 4, and it's in. So Tullis goes sunny, gets a birdie, counteracts a couple of bogeys he had previously, and he joins Laufenberg at -9. And now Yielding, who had a terrible outcome on 13, hoping for better here. 34 golf cam course, as the course has control, and a 1. Cordial, no. Is he laser? He is laser. He'll have a clutch birdie putt. And he is gold. This is a chance to move to within 1. He'll get one of these shots back if he makes it. If he only misses a 6, he makes it. He gets a 3rd blue chip. And that's a birdie for Burke Yielding, still in the hunt, even with his foibles. All right, so we've got Justin Wallace, 2-time tournament winner this year. We've got Yielding, who has 13 career top 10s and yet has no victories. Who's won back along with Cam Tullis, who hasn't had too many top 10s in his career. He's ranked 85th currently. This would be a nice jump up if he could find a way to succeed. And Jay Laufenberg, who has been a mainstay here and was runner-up at the Celebrity Classic earlier this season. So we're to 18, and this little 2-hole gauntlet comes to a close, as does your round. Another caution symbol, 444 yards, par 4. Finishing hole has every challenge a golfer should expect. Distance, water, trees, and strategically placed bunkers. You can see this kind of looks like a dog leg to the left. We have some water off the tee. We have some bunkers here. We have one of these. 23 is a bunker 3, which would be a really disastrous result for a player. We've got Dustin Emrick. Posting a score at -7 probably isn't going to do much for him, but we'll see what he can do on this hole. Course control 16, he puts it into the water, pulls it left, and it comes up short of the rough and just bounds down into the water. And that's a disappointing end to a rather disappointing tournament for Emrick. So water in 1 and a green 5. Is he an icon? He is. He has a difficult putt for par, at least. Although, actually, no, it'll be double difficult because of the caution symbol. So he will lag it. He doesn't want to cost himself too much money, even though he has made a boatload on this tour so far. He lags it, and that's an easy bogey, which he makes. So a blemish on the final card for Emrick. 4 birdies, 2 bogeys, a 68. Respectable, tied for 7th here at Memphis. So not too bad. Now Gil Granbury. Can anybody finish this course off in style? Let's see. We should have a good finish coming here. You can't see the green die. It's way over there. It's a 2. So 2, it means 26. Golf cam course. Semi-daunting with no dot. That will be helpful to Granbury. It could mean a birdie. Let's see. Green 2. Cordial, no. Daunting, no. Nope. It'll be a moderate putt for par. It would be easy except for caution symbol. So 1 to 5, and he makes it. So Granbury, par to 71, a 1 over par round. Not what he was hoping for today. Finishes -3. Just at the fringe of the top 10. John Reasoner. Couple, bogey at 16 set him back, but he still has had a pretty respectable round here. Currently standing -2. It's going to be 26 again. Golf cam course. Green 3. Cordial, no. Daunting. Decider Eye says no, so it'll be a clutch putt for par. He's going to have a little more difficult time. He has a 50% chance. Will be able to play the red if he misses, and he does miss, so we'll take that and make it a moderate bogey. And he makes that. So, bogeying 16 and 18 to finish -4. So, yeah. So, Hugh Tex, 1973. I agree. It's pretty tough to find. Well, you know, I've played a lot of these tournaments, so sometimes it's just managing playing this versus other games that I enjoy. So, but yeah, just like regular old golf too, right? I mean, but the thing with regular golf is the money too. You know, it's like darn near $50 a round anymore, right? I would like to become a member at a club in the next few years when my kids kind of age out of things, or one of my kids decides they really like golf. That hasn't happened yet. I have found disc golf to be a nice duplicate or replacement, let's say that. So Justin Wallace, he's in sole possession of the lead, playing 17 here. He doesn't have any blue chips, so this is an important part of his round. A couple of pars here would really do some damage. 16, he's in the trees in 1 as his course control. 1-6. Trees in 1 and a green 6, a bad lie in the pine straw. So this is not what he's looking for. Is he a master? No. He's going to have a double difficult putt for par. He's going to be trying just to get up and down for a bogey here. So we'll do the lag roll. So double difficult par turns into easy bogey because we don't have 1s or 6s here on green and black. So now easy bogey, which he does make. I don't worry if it hops out, but that's a bogey, and so now it's a tie again. 4-way tie at -9. Rance Aberle, and he is back in this too, right? If he could birdie a couple more holes, he just, man, if he could have gotten the eagle or even just a birdie on the previous hole, probably should have played it safe. But still, the white 6 came up, and that would have put him into trouble. Oh, and he gets control, 225. Can he turn this into a birdie? One of the rare times a golfer will have control on this hole and avoid the caution symbol, 225. Legend he is. He's going to get a second blue chip. He'll be able to use 2 on 18 if he chooses. And then it's a green 2 as well. So gallery cheers, champion. Yes, he is a champion. It's a gimme birdie putt. So this will get Aberle to -8 to within 1. As long as he doesn't get 6s, it's in the hole. A good birdie for Aberle. The Canadian looking to make it a 5-way tie. Or maybe just park it in the clubhouse at -9 and see how everybody else takes 17 and 18. Fonseca. Course control 22. Rough in 1 and a green 3. Not bad. Not a bad lie. Although this caution symbol will cause a little more consternation here. Yeah, 3. Workman? No. Easy second putt for par. It will become moderate with the caution. So 1 to 5, and he makes it. So a par for Fonseca, stays -4. Okay, to the 16th. Laufenberg. This is really his sweet spot to be able to try and exert himself into the lead. Assert himself in the lead. That's a better way to say it. Now we're going to do, so double cordial. We do need the decider die for this. We're going to go with Kanishi first. 3 and dot's a birdie. So he's birdied 2 to last 3. That gets him to -3, but I'm not going to bring him back into contention at this point. So, the man of the hour, Jay Laufenberg, the one who we're really worrying about on this hole. 1-1-2 on the par 5 as he has control. Is he cold? Nope. Dynamic, semi-dynamic with a dot. Yes, he is. He will get a second blue chip as the gallery cheers, and he has a green 1. Uh-oh. So this is excellent news for him because he is a champion. He has a gimme birdie putt. Just has to avoid the 6s here, and he will take a one-shot lead going into 17 and 18, and it's in the hole. A beautiful putt for Laufenberg. Is he going to get his first victory? It's looking like it's got, you know what, it'd be neat to have win probabilities, right? I'd say he's probably at about, he's probably at about 45% right now. I mean, you've got 5 other guys, or 4 other guys within 2 shots here. But, okay, so let's see. Schultz is going to par. I'm just you know, eyeballing it. I don't know what would influence all this, but I do know that everybody from here on out has 2 tough holes to finish with. So, all right, so Cameron Tullis will be the first to play here, hoping for a white die 1 through 3, and he gets it 3, 5, 6. Scatter or puny, no. Champion, no. Golf cam, green. Par 4 green 3. Is it challenging? No. He has a clutch putt for birdie, and he can burn the blue chip to make it 1-5. So as long as he doesn't end up with a 6, Tullis will join Laufenberg in the lead. So he's got, call it 5.5 feet here. Needs a 1-5. Turns himself gold, and it's in, and he gets the 5 on the dot. Back-to-back birdies for Tullis. And he is feeling, he has 16 to play, so maybe he now is looking like the favorite to pull this out. Yielding now. 2 blue chips. Coming off a birdie himself. 3, 5, 5. He has control. That's half the battle. And then it's getting the right roll for what you have on your card. Is he a king? No, wait, that's wrong. 3, 5, 5. King? No. Hacker? No. We go experience. Is he a prospect? No, he has an easy birdie putt. Now, the question... Oh, he's got 3 chips. He's going to use one to make it gimme. He's going to join the -10 crew. Tullis and Laufenberg. It's a birdie. Back-to-back birdies for Yielding, and he still has 2 blue chips. So that gold putting, clutch putting, is really coming in handy. And it's looking less and less likely here for Elaine Zelderloo. He's going to save that red chip for 16 unless he gets a white 6. Doesn't get it. 13, he barely misses the water. 11 or 12 would be water. 13 is rough in 2. Green 6, a bad lie. Is he a master? Semi-master dot, so he gets away with it. Gets an easy putt for par, so that could have been a lot worse, and he makes that. Okay, so we've got a 3-way tie. We've got Laufenberg 4 under on the day, Tullis 3 under on the day with his lucky quality, Burke Yielding 1 under, all at -10. You got Wallace needing a birdie on 18 probably to give himself a real chance, because it's tough to think that those 3 are all going to bogey coming in. Especially Laufenberg and Yielding have 2 chips each, so they could nullify course control on at least one of the holes. Okay, so Aberley coming to 18. He's going to use a blue chip to check and see if it's daunting or neutral. It's neutral, so he can hold on to the other blue chip, and he has control here on 18. Takes the water out of play. And 3, 4, 6. Can he get to -9? That That would be a score, at least at that point. Bomber or Dynamite. He is. Yeah, so we go to Gallery Cheers. Is he a hero or champion? He is. Easy putt for birdie. He's going to make it gimme. So a gimme putt for birdie for Aberle. Avoid the sixes, and he does. So a birdie. He birdies 3 to last 4. Goes to -9. He plops the score down and basically sets the target for everybody else. 65, a nice 5 under round there for Aberle. Okay, next up will be Chico Fonseca. So course control, and it's going to be 13, which is the Golf Cam green. At least it's not a challenging or semi-challenging hole. Or green. So 4 on the green die. Is it friendly? No. Challenging? No. Clutch putt for par for Fonseca. He's going to end up with a red chip if he misses. 1 to 3. And he makes it, so that is a par. And he will finish out his round at an even 70. And finish the tournament -4. It looks like he's going to be tied for 8th. And then, wait. Oh, Justin Wallace hasn't played yet. All right, so Wallace. Almost forgot about him. But he was last to play. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, and he gets a 1. 4, 5, 6. Golf Cam green. Green 6 on the par 4. Friendly or laser? He is laser. He has a clutch birdie putt. He has a 1 to 3 to move it to -10. 1 to 3. So it was a green 6 on the par 4 Golf Cam green. We get a 4, 5, 6. That's always Golf Cam green. Friendly? No. Laser? Yes. Can he get a 1 to 3 here and move into that tie for -10 and put the score down? Oh, and what a putt, right flush, square, dead center. Justin Wallace with the big time putt to put the score into the clubhouse. He bogeyed 17, but he birdied 15, 16, and 18. And he is right there. It's kind of looking playoff-like here, but we still have some other golfers to play 16. So Kanishi with -3 and -10 is the lead. He's still out of contention. It's semi-daunting. He's going to finish out with par. Oh, wait, this is 17. Still semi-daunting. So par. All right, Jay Laufenberg coming off a birdie. He's going to go ahead and he's going to hold on to his chips here. You either spend them here or you spend them at 18. 25 is Golf Cam green. This is semi-challenging, but the dot is in his favor. Friendly, no. Challenging, semi-challenging, no dot. Clutch par putt. He's semi-gold, so he'll either eat a chip here or he will get a third blue chip. He needs a 1 to 4, and he makes it. So he gets his third blue chip, and that's a par for Laufenberg. So he'll head to 18 tied for the lead, at least before everybody else plays. And there will be people playing 16, so... Okay, Conrad Schultz, that's a par. Okay, Tullis goes to 16. Your leaders, Yielding, Tullis, Laufenberg, Wallace, all -10. Wallace in the clubhouse. Aberle -9. He's not going to have a chance at a playoff. One short of, or one stroke too many, if you will. Okay, so Cameron Tullis gets a blue chip every hole if he's lacking, so he gets one here. Double cordial, 4, 5, 5. So only one degree of course difficulty. 4, 5, 5 on the par 5 chart. Legend, yes. He'll get a second blue chip. And then we go to the Gallery Cheers par 5. 5, is he hacker? No. Strong applause. We re-roll the white die on the strong applause chart. It's a 1. That's a moderate birdie. He's going to use his 2 chips to make it moderate to easy and easy to gimme. Tullis will take it to -11 if he can just make sure he doesn't get 6s, and he doesn't. It's a birdie. It's 3 in a row for Tullis. He's looking strong on the way in here, and he's to -11. Burke yielding. Okay, 1, 5, 6 on the par 5 chart. Golfer control. Legend, no. Stone, no. Right now he is hot. This asks if he's cold. It's a moderate birdie putt. He has a choice. Does he use his chips to make it gimme and join Tullis, or does he try and... So he has gold putting. He can earn a chip pretty easily on a clutch putt. He's going to take this moderate birdie and take it up to gimme. So let's see, does he make the gimme putt? He does. That's a birdie, and he is now at -11. So he ensures himself the birdie there, and he knows that his playing partner, Tullis, well, he is going to get a blue chip. But 1 blue chip will not be enough to earn... the way I play it, you can't roll on that. So unless he earns another blue chip along the way for 18, he won't be able to use it. Now, Zelderloo will give the course control and hope for the double cordial to do its thing. And 35 is Golf Cam course, and it's a green 6. Daunting or scatter, neither of those are true, so it's a clutch birdie putt. So he needs a 1 to 3, can't earn a red chip, and he does make the birdie. So Zelderloo to -8. He could still tie Aberley in theory with a birdie on one of these final 2 holes. Okay, so yielding and Tullis, we got Laufenberg playing catch up, but he does have multiple blue chips to use on 18. So the 18th here, this beautiful par 4. Little dog leg to the left, a little water, a little bit of everything. Kanishi will finish out first. And on the semi-daunting, he gets a par. So Kanishi is going to be 73 on the round today. And now Laufenberg. So the way we work it, because he's got more than 1 chip, he can use 1 blue chip to see it if it is daunting or neutral. It's neutral, so he doesn't have to use another blue chip. Now that's important because he has a chip. He can improve his putting chance with 1 blue chip. He has 2 left, but he can only use 1 because he's already used 1 on this hole. But he will have control on this. He gets a 1. I'll put it on the 1 there. And it is a 1-3-5 on the par 4. Let's see if he can get a birdie chance. Duffer or puny? No. Utility? No. Right now he is semi-hot. He's not cold. So this will be a moderate birdie. He can make it easy. So he would join Tullis in yielding at -11 if he can get a 1 to 4. Moderate moves up to easy. He needs a 1 to 4 in order to tie for the lead and, well, to finish out at -11 and take it into the clubhouse. 1 to 4, it's a 5. He misses it. So the best he can do is -10. That's a gimme par now, and he makes that. But that is so disappointing for Laufenberg. He was on the better side of things. He had a 2/3 chance of making it, and the green die bit him. And now Schultz playing this out, and that is a bogey. Okay, Schultz. That's a 74 for him. Okay, we got only 3 golfers left on the course. Laufenberg, if he's still in a playoff, he can use that blue chip, but that's all he's got. So it's going to be Cameron Tullis on 17. He has a blue chip. He's not going to use it. He's going to hope for a white 6. So close, yes, for sure. I can't believe he... well, I can believe he missed it. That's the way this game works a lot of the time. So, no white 6. This is a 1. And a 2 means it's going to be 14. Trees and 2 with a green 6. Tullis with a terrible lie. And he is not master. He's actually workman, but that won't hurt him. He's just not master. So he's a double difficult putt for par. And Tullis is going to drop a shot here unless he holes out this lag, which he would need 1s and a dot. Rarely happens. He got 1-1, but he doesn't get the second one. So now, easy bogey. Oh, and he makes that. I saw 1-6. I'm like, uh-oh. But now Burke yielding. Oh, I could have used... So he's got the blue chip. I guess there's not much he can do with that at this point, can he? Well, he can improve a chip on, or a putt on 18. Yielding. And he has control. 5-5-6. Can he get a birdie out of this? Doesn't have to... Oh, wait a second. What did I do? Wait, he had a double difficult, right? So the caution symbol doesn't hurt him. All right, 5-5-6, par 4. Legend? No. Hacker? No. We go to experience. Is he a prospect? No, he's an icon. So he has a moderate birdie putt. So a 1-2. So this is, call this a 14-foot putt. Yielding would extend his lead to 2 if he can make a 1-2 moderate birdie putt here. He addresses the ball. He does a little waggle with his putter head. Steps back away, looks at the line, goes through his whole routine again, waggles it a little bit, and oh, it just grazes the edge and misses and stays out just about 4 feet. And he makes the easy par. Oh boy, he almost missed it. That's 5-6. And Zelderloo, all the changes you put me through. Well, he'll get a patient par here. White 6. Yielding could have used that. Actually, Tullis could have used that, really. That's what he was hoping for. To 18. Yielding, if he gets a par, he wins, right? Par wins for Yielding. Well, I mean, Tullis could birdie. So let's not put the cart before the horse. But Yielding will be first. .45, that's trees and 2, but a green 2, so a good lie. So maybe a chance to get up and down here. Master, no. Easy putt for par, but remember we have a caution symbol, so that's going to make it moderate. If he avoids the 6, that's a par, and it would force Tullis to birdie. 1-5. Oh, and he missed it. Oh, oh boy. Terrible. Easy bogey, and we may have... I think we're going to have a playoff. We're going to have a big playoff here. A bogey for Yielding. Terrible luck for him. He had a moderate par. The little caution symbol costs him. Of course, if Tullis finds a way into a birdie, if he rolls a white 1 here and can improve a putt, that would be game, set, match. All right, Zelderloo. 3 is 24. That's rough and 2. Green 1. That's a good lie. He's not a workman, so he's going to get a pin chance. Can he hole it out and tie Aberley? It's a 2. That will lead to a moderate par. It's an easy par, except, again, the caution symbol. He makes that one. Cameron Tullis. Big spot here. Can he do it? He gets a 1. It's a 4-6-6. Could this be a 2-shot swing and victory from the jaws of defeat. It looked like Yielding had it seized up. Let's see, 466 shaper. He's a shaper. He gets a second blue chip as well, and a green 4. Is a utility. He doesn't have any qualities, so he gets a moderate birdie, and he's got 2 blue chips. Moderate to easy, easy to gimme. Tullis for the win. All he has to do is avoid the high roll, and it's in the hole. Cameron Tullis is your winner. He birdies 4 of the last 5. He does include bogey in there, but Cameron Tullis, the winner from downtown, as this thing was all over the place. It felt like a horse race down the stretch where you had 2 or 3 horses like each asserting themselves and then falling weak and then asserting. Another one goes forward and then he kind of like loses his thing. The other guy grabs some momentum and just carries himself to the end, and that would be Cameron Tullis with his lucky quality. The lucky comes in handy. He got a lot of extra blue chips, a 66, a 4 under par round for Cameron Tullis. And that is tournament 28 of 30. As we are winding down what is in the temporal range of this tour, the 2020 season. So, been working on this a couple years. And, yeah, that's that. Howdy. I know, I'm upside down. Upside down. Boy, you turn me inside out. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Just taking a while. My computer's lame. Lame-o. Let's leave this on the screen. We'll just... maybe we'll put it up here. Alright, so, yeah. A little dark. A little better. Although... man, I've got some wicked acne there or something. Ugh. Anyway, yeah. Tullis. It's like Mel Tillis, but Tullis. Yeah. Cameron Tullis, his favorite song is Locomotive Breath. Yeah. His father's Jethro Tullis. You know, I'm just stupid. But anyway. Yeah, so we are 2 tournaments left. Just keep working towards it little by little. Hutex or Hutex. Well, if you're an Astros fan, congratulations on the comeback. My boss is a Mariners fan, and feel gutted for him. You know, why they would take out their closer, no matter how bad he's doing, for someone who is not accustomed to that particular spot in a game. I don't understand. I mean, I guess there's probably nothing wrong with bringing Robbie Ray in, but I don't think he'd been so great lately, and so instead of being up 1-0 now, they're going to have to... I mean, actually, it's pretty demoralizing. Will they even be able to come back from that? That's like just the type of thing that can make a team that had such belief in themselves after, you know, doing what they did to the Blue Jays, that big comeback, then to have it done to them, that's just not good. But just a minute here. I'm going to slide over this way a tad because it's weird. I can't really see how the light looks, but... So, yeah, my Phillies won today, which is nice. Pretty unexpected because they had their third starter going. If you could even call him, I mean, it's tough to decide. Besides Wheeler and Nola, it's like they have Poor, and actually Bailey Falter might be the best of their other starters, and it seems like he can't get more than 5 innings before the manager's ready to pull him. So, which is fine. Like, if you don't want to overtax a starter, but so on a day when they're going with a number 3 starter, which is probably most teams' 5 starter, they get to Max Fried. Nick Castellanos, who has been pretty much terrible, has not lived up to his salary all season, comes through in a huge way in this game, so maybe that's at the very least somewhat worth it. Now you get to go with Wheeler and Nola, and you hope maybe if you can find a way to get, now I know Kyle Wright's good, maybe that's going to be a tough, but if, let's say you just crack enough of Kyle Wright and Wheeler has another solid start, and this time I think you got to give him at least 7. If they can do that and get game 2 and go back to Philly with a chance to sweep it, that would be great, because I don't know what you're going to do 4 and 5. The other thing you could do with Wheeler is you could say, okay, we're keeping him to 6, so that way we can use him game 5 if we get there. If we don't get there, then Wheeler, he's going to start the championship series if you win the series against Atlanta. So, I guess the Yankees and Indians are going, Guardians, excuse me. Oh, how insensitive. What's the other one? The Dodgers and Pods. That's probably a little later. So, but we've had a lot of first-time winners here on this tour, and this is another one. Cameron Tullis. I feel like this particular set of winners and kind of like the makeup of the winners on the tour here pretty well aligns with what we would typically see on the PGA Tour. We don't have more than like a 2 or 3. A lot of times you'll have a 3 or a 4-time winner. Excuse me, but that's kind of it. Tiger was an outlier. Last year Dustin Emrick was a major outlier, almost to the point of, I don't want to say laughability. I feel like it's a fine result. I respect it, but I think this is a better. I think this is a better representation of what could happen or what should happen. That's not to say. I mean, I don't know. Maybe doing it this way, Emrick wins 8. He gets in, 14 tournaments. Maybe he wins 8 of those 14. I don't know. So, but anyway, I encourage people that if you like to mess around with fictional players where you don't have it's tough because if you're watching these videos, you probably do have some preconceptions about a few guys, right? But you're going to get a whole new set. I'm not going to use it until might even be the new year. I might take a little layoff into January before I really pump out anything on season 4. So if you get the PNG from play, I mean, you'll have some names here. You might have some history watching some of these videos and stuff. But I don't know what their tournament ratings are going to be. I haven't heard about it yet. I haven't seen any of the ratings. I think this guy Christian man, I don't have the right last name in my head, but anyway, the right surname. But anyway, he makes these, and it's usually a really fun set. I haven't had any complaints about these being made up. I've made up my own cards just because it'd be nice if they made like 300 cards, because the way I have this set up, I need extra players. I need more because with player usage, I'm using a lot of times 156 golfer fields. So if darn near 100 are knocked out because they're just not playing, like in a back marker kind of tournament, on an off week for the PGA Tour, then I need 100 fill-ins, right? And so I have a bunch of those myself. I've made a bunch. That's basically just using random number generators, and I kind of kept the traits between certain parameters, and I tried to keep like the tournament ratings into certain parameters based on where guys ended up in the previous season. So not too many new golfers. This Slacker Tour is the one where the newer golfers would come in, and that I'm probably not going to do another one of those because it's extra work that I really want to be able to put my effort into this guy and be like joyful and full of energy, and extra tournaments in Slacker kind of like, it's fine, it's just, you know what I mean. So what are we, this is what, October 11th. I think what I'll try to do is I'll try to wrap this guy up by early November if I can. Some things going on, a lot of things going on in the coming weeks, coming weekends, so it might be a little tricky. I'll probably do it similar to what I've done in the past, at least for the next tournament, or the same thing I did with this tournament. I'll probably do the first 3 rounds in a video, and I'll probably do like 4 or 5 holes in a video, try to get an hour done, and then another hour, and then finish it out with, how long has this been going on? 1 hour and 7 minutes. So about an hour for the final, 4 or 5 holes, 6 holes, something like that. So I've been working through APBA Soccer, although it's taken a backseat to this tournament. Once I get this tournament on my tabletop, I don't have any extra room. It'd be great to expand this room. Maybe if we move at some point into another place, that will be one of my, be something that I really like envision, is some kind of a room or basement area that I can put the touches on and buy maybe 2 or 3 types of desks that I could have almost like a better workshop. This space is too small for that, but to have like maybe 3 different areas that I could have a couple different projects going at the same time. And so if I get a golf tournament going, but I want to like play out a soccer game, I could take the soccer stuff upstairs and play on the kitchen table, but then I kind of, soccer takes a couple hours. If I do an hour and then it's bedtime, I'm tired, I can't leave that on the kitchen table. So that's why it would be nice to have a little more table space. Highlight Heyday. I've seen some of your channel stuff before. I think you were doing stuff with the play game, and so that's probably where you saw a play game here. I appreciate you coming in here. So if you're interested, if like anybody who's watching this, if anybody's interested in tabletop highlight, which I think has some gambling type aspects to it. I don't know how much the actual, I've never played it, so I don't know how much the actual game itself involves any of that, but that's an offering from Play or Play Class, or maybe they used to. I assume maybe they still offer that. I haven't really looked recently, but and Alex M mentions drama, great finish. Yeah, just trying to say hello to those of you who kindly left chat comments. I might try a mustache. I don't know if it looks good enough or not. Nothing looks really good when you've got like these dots like right along in here and stuff and along here. I struggle with like eczema and crap like that, so, or whatever it is, rosacea. I think it's rosacea is probably what it is. Just struggle with it sometimes. It'll go away, it'll come back. It kind of sucks. Doesn't really hurt, but it just looks gross. Sports are going on. Buffalo, they're coming up with a tough matchup with Kansas City. They got lucky that Miami has had some quarterback troubles. I mean, granted, one of the issues with Miami's quarterbacks were inflicted by a bill after the quarterback got rid of the ball. So don't necessarily feel great about that, but they kind of rolled up the Steelers this weekend. A couple of, it's tough, right? It's a sport where aggressiveness, not necessarily aggression, but aggressiveness is rewarded. And so, you want to make plays on the ball carrier, right? You want to try to affect the opposing team into like a negative offensive play, right? So, you see the quarterback running towards the first down marker, especially if you're a guy who played on the quarterback's college team and probably were in attendance at a game where said quarterback pretended to go into a slide, and it caused the defenders to stop because you can't hit anybody once they start slide, and then he pulls up and runs and goes and gets a touchdown. Kenny Pickett did this. So Damar Hamlin is the guy who hit him when he slid, but they kind of like Hamlin dove at the same time that Pickett started his slide, and he hit him shoulder into shoulder. Maybe, I don't know, the helmet might have just glanced Pickett's helmet. It's tough to tell. And then, everybody has a big meltdown. No flags except for the guy from Pittsburgh who flattens Hamlin because he basically, I don't know. I mean, you want to make sure that the quarterback does his thing. I don't know if you need to like throw a shoulder into him. You could probably just like put your hands on him and make sure that he's going down, right? And then Shaq Lawson took a swipe at Pickett's legs right after he threw the ball, and they took offense to that. And I think like it was garbage time. Probably not a good idea, but what are you going to do, right? So they're playing Kansas City on Sunday afternoon, like 4 o'clock. It'd be a fun one. Well, highlight, yeah, thanks for the comment. Thanks for, I'm glad that you, do you play History Maker Golf? If so, what kind of projects do you do? Do you like to play the real golfers, like like a real world set? Do you have a tour? Do you? I don't know. I'm not sure of your identity. I might, there's various forums and groups and things like that things are posted, and sometimes people will post things in their. You don't need to tell me who you are, but just let me know what you play. If you play this, I obviously you play highlight, but. Play just has a lot of nice games. I've played several of them for sure on this channel, on Tabletop Baseball Plus. I like the baseball. I like second season. I haven't played that in a long time. I really have sort of an itch to get it back out again. But I also have a strat football project that's kind of like hanging out on the fringes, right? So that's currently just kind of like hanging out there. Let's see, what do I have here? Yeah, so here's the final scorecard. Let's just go ahead. You see the green border here. This is a way that I can get it to be, this is like the green screen, right? We can go to the results. Let's just see if we need to make any other adjustments here. Honorado 12, Greer Copeland 12. Let's cut this differential down to 2. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like having Copeland getting into the guys who are out of contention. So that'll be good. So here's your... So Tullis wins $1.26 million. Okay. Yeah, I can get that working at a country club. personally, I would love to be a member at a country club. I was when I was a kid. The country club memberships for students were dirt cheap where I'm from. And so I would get for my birthday a membership for the whole summer. Now, granted, this is in like cold weather climate, so it's like golf. You're lucky to get going in April, and you're lucky to get into October without some kind of snow starting. You know, it's just kind of like. And you know what? The other part about it is, with like workers and stuff, by the time you get off your shift during the week and you're in October, it's dark, right? So at 5, 6 o'clock, it's like there's not much time to really do. You could maybe do 9 if you get off at 3, and you could throw in a couple hours there, right? But I'd go and play. When I was in high school, I'd play like 36 holes pretty much every day during the summer, especially once I had a car. But yeah, I mean, golf is fun, but golf is a lot of fun. I would know more now. The more I know now about life, especially after we just went through the coronavirus measures, where like outside interactions with others were at like an all-time low. I would just so much appreciate being able to like go and hang out at the clubhouse after a round of golf, sit at the bar, drink a beer or two, shoot the crap with people I golfed with, other people that I know at the club, just have a good time. Maybe even have a meal. I don't know. To me, that would be fun. Now, if I worked there and I had, highfalutin people like yelling at me because the greens were aerated or whatever, or, someone forgot to rake the bunkers, or, there's standing water out on, the 8th, and, I got my socks wet and now I'm like really unhappy. Nice. Well, I guess I won't go there. I don't know. You could, yeah, that's cool. That I don't know. It would, if it meant that you got a free membership or you got to play golf there for free. Working at a golf course would be kind of like worth it, but usually I think it would just be, you get to play for free, and you wouldn't really be a member, and so then you would still kind of get the abuse when people like don't. Oh, I'm not even looking at the camera here, am I? It's kind of lame. Here, let's. Get the abuse when things are not the way they should be, right? Yeah, so I'll put there. So you have to bear through my ugly face for a little while longer. Sorry. So yeah, but Cam Tullis, 1.26, a good payday for him. First tour victory. I think he won a tournament on the Slacker, so it's not like he's never won. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look. We got a little time here. It's Mondays you got to play golf. Yeah, that's kind of like the dead day, right? What is it, 9:30? Guess I could be watching the Yankees. Yeah. If he won a tournament, it would have been on season 2 Slacker. Let's see. All right. You know what? If we're going to be hanging out, go with an Elysian Contact Hazy IP. I had one of these earlier, and I thought it was pretty dang good. So I'm going to go with it again. Okay, he didn't win on 2019 Slacker, so we don't have to go there any further. Let's see about 2018. See, I can't even remember my own tournaments a lot of the time. Played so many of them. Oh, I'm a liar. No wins for Tullis. I think Tullis was on the regular tour in 2018 and he lost his card. So that's why he was playing more on the slacker. And then he got it back and now he's been playing. Well, you know what? Let's just double check. Maybe he won a slacker. Maybe he got confidence winning one here. Let's see. What do we got? Nope. Sonny Wright, Roberto Bastos, Flynn Glenn, Waylon Dodson. That's a custom card right there. Waylon Dodson. He Jin Tong. Bastos is one too. If he wins a third, he gets an automatic promotion. Marcus, Dave Simonowitz's brother. Yeah. So, what was I doing? Oh, yeah. I was going to go ahead and see if we could calculate out our excuse me, the current standings. Uh-oh. Need to get my wireless keyboard. Here we go. So yeah, life is pretty good. It's been hectic somewhat here. So this is where all the magic happens for the stats and everything. So Cameron Tullis, a new winner altogether. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Oh, hey, cheers. Elysian. What do we got here? Let's turn on the trying to find the ABV on this guy. Mm-hmm. 6%. That's pretty. It's pretty moderate for alcohol. Okay, so I have to authorize this, allow it to access it. It will, and then it's going to do all its calculations. So now we can go back here to the season stats and take a look. Let's take a look. It's in a book. It's a Reading Rainbow. Actually, this will help. I need to do this too. So Cameron Tullis, right? So these are the things I have different spreadsheets here. These are things I have to kind of like clean up after every tournament. So you see here I have the schedule. Don't have the winner in here yet. So I have to go to this one. So tournament 28, and it is Cameron Tullis. As you can see, I put 28. It fills in this information. It's also going to dig up that he's a first-time winner, so he is going to get his card through August 30th, 2022. And now, will this have updated? Let's see. How does this guy work? I can't remember. Should update, right? There we go. Now it's updated. See, it just went from 27 to 28. Where is our friend? Your friend and my friend, Cameron Tullis. 37. He went from 85 to 37 with one win. 1.81 million. Wallace moved up to third with his, and he's played in 13 events. You can see, like, I feel like this worked out pretty well. You know, you have Leon Bay with 20, but again, he was kind of like on the fringes of things. He has a win. That's kind of neat. So we have two guys with 3 wins, McAdams, Leonard. We got Wallace with 2, we got Aldrich with 2, And those are the only multiple winners. That feels about right for a tour, you know? That's the money leaders. Again, we're not going to do any little Gumby playoff where you just like start yanking people's scores up by start them at -10 or whatever because they're we're not doing that. We're just going with whatever. So Wallace, he's not. If he would have won, he would have definitely been. We've got McAdams and Leonard. It would have been a 3-way shootout. So maybe Wallace wins another one here. He's good. He just didn't get that one. Emrick, 11 top 10s. But he's played one more tournament than Wallace and 2 more than McAdams and Leonard. So that's the way things look at the moment. We got our points. It's pretty similar. Wallace actually second in points. So, we use a different scale for each of those now. It's the points are just a little different than the money. The money fluctuates more. The points are pretty much the same. So Wallace, again, he's played in an extra tournament. It's all as I showed you in the beginning, like the first 3 rounds. Not only the first 3 rounds, I showed you how I do like the initial setup. So it's random generated, and so in theory, if you have a large enough sample size, they should all come out to where everybody's playing pretty much the same number of events. But this is acceptable. Wallace has just played in one more event, so he probably got another 50, 60 points, something like that. So there are the stats. Let's see. How's the scoring leaders going? Who's Nick Yarlett? How about that? McAdams second, Emrick third. So this is also somewhat based on which tournaments guys are going to play in, how easy the courses are, etc., right? I forget what the cutoff. I think it's like a 2/3 cutoff. So you have to, or no, maybe it's 1/3. You have to play at least a third of the rounds available. So we played in 28. Times 4. That's like what is that? 102, right? 112. I don't know. So and then divide that by a third. So, anyway, my math is getting hazy because I'm feeling pretty hazy myself right now with this contact hazy IPA. So, you got, but Yarlett is definitely an interesting. Let's see, is Yarlett in the top 20? He's 31. I wonder if that's a. I wonder if that's a mistake. That's possible. He's just played in a lot of tournaments, so. Okay, well, that's where I'm going to stop it. So, yeah, thanks to those of you who commented here in the live chat. For those of you who watching after the fact, appreciate you checking out this tour again. PNG set should be coming out here in the next few weeks. From play, the next batch of it. So, that's, I'm looking forward to that. Again, I probably won't do much with it until the new year, so, because I just have other stuff but I'm going to work through the rest of these tournaments and then break it for the holidays and try to squeeze in some other stuff here on the channel. So, if you like golf, if you like the History Maker golf, these tournaments, that's interesting. I have to figure out why those aren't showing. But anyway, if you like these tournaments, feel free to hit the like. It'll tell me that you want to see more, and it'll give me even more impetus to make sure that we get season 4 going pretty much as soon as the new year goes. Maybe I'll do that as like the first thing in the new year. That would be kind of fun. Start off the new year with a bang. So If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you did. Keep trying to work closer and closer to a place where you know, I'm you know, it'd be nice to be able to have a little drip of get a little bit of YouTube's money, you know, Google, but that's not the reason I'm doing this. But you know, do try to put in some fun stuff like talking to you here. I enjoy doing that. It's fun to get a chance to talk to Highlight Heyday and Alex M a little bit. Houston, Texas, 1973. There are others that are often in here, but probably are busy tonight. So, but it's good to have a couple new names. And anyway, we'll keep making videos. But yeah, hit subscribe, and that would make my day. So, before I wrap up, go Phillies, go Bills, go Sabres. They're starting up here, I think, tomorrow night against Ottawa. And I don't have an NBA team, so anyway. Congratulations to Max Verstappen on winning the Formula One championship, still with, I think, 4 or 5 races left to go. They're going to race in Austin, I think, a week from now. So, a week from Sunday. So, anyway, good night, all. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you back here again soon on Tenacious Sports. Good night.